Why, hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I am your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and we are reviewing the relics. All the relics. We're looking at them all. There's a lot of visual updates with them. They're really cool. So I'm doing a little series. I think this is part 4 of just reviewing all of the relics. All right. So this is Radagast the Brown. All right. I'm kind of giving you my sense of if I like them and visually. So he gets this thing. The Brown Wizard's hat. I think this is a nerf to his look. I don't know. Do you guys like that? You leave a comment. Do you guys like that hat? So it visually does change in the game as you do things. So I do think it's cool. I like that he's got all these little squirrels on him and birds. It's adorable. Yeah, so anyway, it's still cool, but they've adjusted and changed that. And also the other day I looked at him, his beard was gone. And they've done another visual update since, so now it's fixed. But he was all glitchy. But yeah, I don't know about that one. I like the other ones previously in the other videos, but what about Bjorn? And also, why isn't Bjorn making any sound? Bjorn's just soundless. Brr. He's like, oh. All right, there he is. He looks awesome, by the way. Bjorn looks so cool. So what do we got here? Bjorn has the... Okay, he's got a necklace. All right, I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? Probably stole some warg teeth or something off some warg and was like, ha! Now I'm the warg. All right, so I'm assuming this probably goes over on his neck. You know, maybe in replacement of that one or a different one. I like the ones that replace weaponry or a helmet or something. I really want to see Ballin's. I showed you guys in the previous video. His looks really cool, but let's just keep going through here. So we have the serpent. Okay, so he gets a horn. He gets a really... Serpent's band. Okay, wait. So is this just a bone with a banner? I thought it was a horn for a second, and then I realized there is no hole to which make sound with said horn. So I'm assuming, I guess, it's just visually cool. So maybe he just hooks onto something on his back or his side, or he holds it. And again, over time, I might be able to find out where all these go. You know, let me know in the comments. Do you guys know where it hooks onto them, his little banner? Let's see, what does Thranduil have? So this is what he looks like normally. Cool little animation there. Let's see, what is his? He gets a Mirkwood crown, which also looks very nice. Very cool. I just love how things look now. It's really cool. So I'm assuming that would go on his head when you get it. That's where you'd put a crown usually. We have Gilgalad, one of the coolest elves of all time. What does he get? He gets Cold Aglos. He gets Aglos, his spear. There's a whole song called Cold Aglos, done by, is it the Glasshammer Band? I think so. It's really good. I like it. It's kind of like a rhyme song, but it's from the perspective of the spear. Like the spear is alive, even though I don't think it is. It's not like those meteor swords and the evil meteor swords in the is the first second age. Oh, wait, no, it's with okay, I'm stumped myself with that question, but I'll figure it out later. But it's a really cool song. You should check it out. Also, this looks awesome. I'm assuming it'll replace the silver one with that goldish green one. So now we've got Aragorn the Second, King of Men, who looks really cool, but looks a little bit... This is not an insult to anyone out there, but he looks slightly hobo-ish without the crown on. I'm assuming his relic is now the crown, is why it's been visually removed from his head until you get it. Right? Am I right? Ah, right. Yes. And also, this is cool because this is the exact replica from the movie that we get, and I have this replica in real life from Noble Collection. It's glorious. I believe I reviewed it on the collection playlist. If I haven't, I may have later on if you're watching this video in the future. So check out the Lord of the Rings replica that I review, a lot of United Color replicas and stuff on the channel. So I do a lot more besides RiseToWar, even though I do love this game. I cover a lot on this channel. So I have all the playlists organized very nicely for you to find everything. So we have the King of the Dead. All right. So, well, he's got a crown of the dead. Very fitting. Since he's the King of the Dead, he gets a crown of the dead, and Aragorn is king of men and gets a crown of men. Man, I wish I could have thought about these great lore points. All right, we got Elrond here, who again looks fantastic. It's Hugin, Hugin, wrong name. He just looks awesome, doesn't he? I love that he's based off the actor, and just his armor looks so good. What does he get? Oh, of course, I should have guessed. He gets the ring, right? Vilja, right? Vilja? I always get, this is the one out of the 3 rings that stumps me. It's Vilja, or Vilja. Doesn't matter. The Ring of Air, which he uses to protect Rivendell, right? It's really, look at that. Oh man, I just love that animation. I could just look at that for so long. Stare into the dark blood. All right, moving on. We've got Kurn here. What does he get? Oh, he gets a freaking Shield of the East. He just gets an upgraded shield. But mind you, I actually think his shield right now is pretty cool. But he gets an upgraded looking shield for his relic, which looks awesome and looks like it has some ancient, like Easterling on there. It kind of almost, I wonder what those runes are from. Is it Black Speech, or is it something different? Be interesting if they just like took some Egyptian hieroglyphs or something, but it's not. I can tell it's not that. I would know if it was that. And then we have Isildur, King of Men. Oh no. Why did they give him that little... I thought they got rid of the silly voice. They gave it to Isildur. Oh no. We used to joke about Aragorn Kingman because he used to go, "Ah!" But he doesn't do that anymore. Sorry, that was too loud. Now he's got, oh, he sounds really cool. But I think they gave it to Isildur. Though I do love how he, like, sees Numenor. That's not as bad as the other one. It's a different voice. I like you see Numenor slightly for a second, and then it, like, vanishes. Kind of cool. Kind of cool little effect there. And then, of course, he gets Narsil, which is also a cool sword, which is, it's right here. It's behind me in real life. That's Narsil. Right there. All right, so again, I do have a replica video covering that on the channel as well, if you want to check it out. So that looks cool. And then, of course, Galadriel, our ears, please. She's got to have Nenya, right? Yeah, of course. And I like that they look like the movie. And actually, I do have these as replicas. No, they do not glow, sadly. But they look glorious, so I will review them on the channel replicas sooner or later. Might already be out if you're watching this in the future. Yeah, that's really pretty. I really love. They did a good job with these in the movies. I'm glad that RiseToWar has the rights to use them in the game because it's really cool. All right, so right there, my friends, that was part 4. And thank you to my patrons, and we're gonna keep these in small little bite-sized pieces for this series of reviewing all the replicas. I'm doing an experiment to see with viewer attention. If you want to, binge watch the entire series, next one's right up there. Subscribe button's there if I earned it, thanks to the Patreons. And over there is my Voice of the Rings series, where I do voiceovers in Middle-earth. Lord of the Rings Online. Baruch Hazad, Kuzad I menu. Have a great day, Middle-earth, and I'll see you guys in the next episodes of Voice of the Rings.